Oh, right, so, first things first, events. I need to do Little Ladies Day event. So, that's the first priority. Need to find out which city it's in. I think it's usually in Eldar. So, I should probably head there first. And then after that, I will figure out which class I was leveling up. I think I got to Bard. I think I was leveling up Bard. And I was also doing the quests for Astrologian to get them up to level 70. And by that I mean I got Astrologian up to level 70 and I was doing the class quests. So I think that's what I was doing before I stopped playing for a while. Yeah, let's swap over to Bard. Yeah, it was that and Warrior that I was working on. Because I still got these ones that I need to, Oh gee, I wonder who this is from. Yeah, I guessed. Thanks for the friend request. Alright. Okay, Little Ladies Day, let's go. I'm gonna do it as a bard, because the bard is the most... Let's be honest, if there was anyone who was going to take part in Little Ladies Day, it would be a bard. So that's my justification. I'm doing it. Look at all these people with their cool weapons and shit. God, one day I'll get them. One day. Right, okay. Oh yeah, how did I know that it was going to be, Oldar? Always seems to be freaking Oldar with these kinds of things. Okay, let's see what it's this year. I get a monocle. Huh. And also a peach corsage. Corsage. Interesting. Alright. Lay on me. Boss, should I get Oninaki or I Am Setsuna? I haven't played Oninaki, so I can't give you a answer for that one. I have played I Am Setsuna. If you like Chrono Trigger, it's a pretty good spiritual successor game. It's not quite Chrono Trigger, but I think it's really decent. I had an alt sitting doing nothing, so I thought I'd transfer it over. Fair enough. Oh, as I live and breathe, is that so you say? How long it's been? Truth be told, I had hoped against hope that I might see you on this most resplendent of days. For there is only one man who could make this Little Lady's Day even more of a wonderful than last time, and the maidens of Eorzea cry out for the seneschal of your caliber to dote upon them. I'm doing my part to oversee this event, and I'm seeking the aid as many magnanimous souls as possible, so that every maiden in this fair city feels as exalted as the Sultana herself. Of course, it is the satisfaction of good deeds done isn't enticing enough. There are fabulous rewards to be had for anyone who assists me. What say you? Will you don the mantle of Senacho? Yo, if there's rewards in it, I'm down. I knew from the moment that I saw you that you would be eager to serve. You have my many thanks for what I'm sure will be a job well done. As for the job itself, it's the most elegant in its simplicity. Go forth into the city streets dressed to impress with the spirit of the day in your heart. If you should see a young lady in any manner of distress or discontent, approach them as a gentleman would, lending an ear to the polite and hand to their aid. Dude is literally telling me to go around and be a white knight. Shit, I should have been a paladin for this. And I think I know of just such a troubled soul. I'm guessing female? Yeah, female. Oh, it's you! What a pleasant surprise on this day more than any other. I recall fondly that little adventure we had when we first met. I am overjoyed that you would lend us your attentive hand once again. I actually remember your quest from last year. If you are worried about my condition, I'm pleased to inform you that I am much improved. I have received special permission to come into the city and participate in the festivities. Lady Fawn, that fortuitous timing. I was just about to send this noble seneschal out on his mission, but it appears you have saved us the trouble of finding a maiden in need. Indeed, while I was strolling through the Emerald Avenue, I spied a young girl whose crestfallen expression served as a stark contrast to the merriment around her. Oh, I thought to call out to her, but she disappeared into the crowds before I had the chance. We must seek her out, and I believe 3 sets of eyes would serve better than one. Yo, what she look like, though? Still in post the Realm Reborn grind. Is I'll get to Shadowborn eventually. Oh, if you think Lost Sphere reminds you of Chrono Trigger, I Am Setsunet's battle system will definitely remind you of Chrono Trigger. Anyway, alright then. I'll be on the lookout for a Lalafell with flaxen hair. With haste and some luck, we should find her before long. Very well, let us take to the Emerald Avenue and bring cheer to this young woman's heart. Oh. I will get tears on my petticoat. Alright, Lalafell, flax hair, got it. You know what, I really should be dressed for the occasion. Do I have anything that I can put on right now? Oh, indeed I do! Yes. This is what I need to put on right now. Perfect! By the way, the hat stays. I'm not taking off the hat. You can't make me. Lalafell flaxen hair. Yes. Please show me the way. And I have to go to the Sapphire Avenue Exchange. Got it! Maybe I should put on my paladin. Be a literal white knight. I'm pretty sure I got white gear on it at the moment. Hang on. Oh no, I got the gear because I was, it's the Gunbreaker gear. Can I change my things? I think one of them had Paladin. Yeah, here we go. Literal White Knight. There we go. Perfect. Well, I'm still going to put on this because it just fits too perfectly. Where did it go? Where did it go? There you are. And perfect. Yeah, it doesn't quite have, you know, the same allure with the hat, without the hat, but it'll do. I am now a literal white knight. Fear me and my Zansetsuken blade. Here to defend all the maidens of Eorzea. Gone her, you say, Lalafell? I did see a small figure with vibrant hair cross my path, but it could as well just been a small child. Heading towards the Gold Court. Ah, another citizen who may know where she is. Saw a girl like that not too long ago, and she was ascending the steps of Hustle Strip. By her age, I reckon she's a patient at Frondale's Frontistery. Chances are you could catch her if you left now. Okay, Hustle Strip. Got it. Oh, there's nothing like wild goose chases in MMO quest design. I honestly don't mind it as much as some people do. I don't mind fetch quests that much, or games where it's like, talk to this person, and then now talk to this person. As long as it doesn't send me on a wild goose chase all around to send me back to the same location. Unless that's the entire point, which you could argue at that point it's like, well, you're supposed to feel annoyed. I feel like there's an example I should be able to think of, but I can't think of any off the top of my head. Right, you should be around here somewhere. There you are! Please, let me help you! I'll give you an example all of A Realm Reborn. Aren't they redoing A Realm Reborn for 5.3? Like, they're, well, not the whole thing, but they're, like, redoing some of the quest designs. Have you been following me? Why? I don't want any trouble. Trouble? Why, my dear girl, we're here to give you just the opposite. But first, perhaps, an introduction and explanation would allay your fears. I am Adifa Fawn. Adifa Fawn. I'm just going to call you Aldi. And we're here because it is our duty to see that no young girl walks the streets of this city with their heads down. We'll see if it gets done by 5.3. It will be a big task. I mean, that's probably why the New Game Plus isn't out for base game or Realm Reborn yet. Because they're still working on it. So that's why you were looking for me. I suppose I should thank you. I'm Mamoru, by the way. The pleasure is entirely mine, Miss Mamoru. Now, what exactly is troubling you? Tell us, and we shall do all in our power to set things right. Really? Well, you know Frondale's front history, right? I'm staying in the children's ward. You see, they don't let us go outside very often, and things were dreadfully boring, that is, until I met Laurie, and we became the best of friends. We promised each other that we would both get better before Little Lady's Day so we could play under the peach blossoms together. But Laurie suddenly got worse. The physicians only gave me permission to leave, and Laurie had to stay behind. I didn't want to go without her, but I didn't want to miss this chance either, so here I am, but it's no fun all by myself. How tragic, my heart breaks to hear such a tale. Hey, Audi, remember when you were sick and dying? Huh? You could probably, sympathize with this Lalafell, right? Huh? There must be something we can do for them. Oh God, don't look at me like that. I'm thinking. I mean, you don't need to go out to go out. Oh, please, for the love of God, tell me I'm just going to chop down, like, a blossom tree and just bring it inside. Please, I just want a scene of the Warrior of Light just going into the middle of, like, Oda, just looking, sizing up a tree and going, yep, this one will do, and then just, like, switching to Warrior class, chopping it down and just bringing it in, and everyone's just like, what are you doing? And he's like, no, it's fine, don't worry. I'm trying to make the little girl happy here. Ah, I know, we bring the festival to them. That way we can enjoy the splendor of Little Lady's Day without stepping foot outside the frontistery. I will get my battle axe! We can start by decorating the children's ward with the self-same trappings which adorn the city. And there is yet more we can do. Perhaps a special guest could be arranged for the children. When we're done, I dare say Fondale's frontistery may come to rival Emerald Avenue in its pageantry. Jesus Christ, big words. Really, truly, I cannot wait to see the look on Laurie's face when she just sees that Hope Master fuck these names. Master Damie says it's okay. Would you come with me to the children's ward, pretty please? I'm sure we would listen to you. I'll tell the alchemist at the entrance to expect you. Look, all I want from this quest is for me to chop down a sakura tree so I could let the Herb and Lori play under the sakura tree. And I want to drag it here. I know that's impossible, given, you know, the game's limitations of animations and such, but... God damn it, just let me have that. I just wanna... At least let me put the sakura tree in my inventory. So I could just pop it out. Mamoru could barely contain herself when she told me about you. She's waiting inside the children's ward. Do you wish to enter? Yes, please. Huh. I don't think I've ever been here before. Hello, small Makote girl. Oh, hello there. Are you someone's da? Oh, small Makote girl. I'm many girls, duh. yeah, forget I said that, please. I have a, I have a, reputation to uphold. Ah, so you're Lori. Oh, good to meet you. Okay, what is with the black butler outfit? Because he's a man of high class. An adventurer. What business do you have with Frondale's, Frondale's frontistery? Jesus Christ, did you have to go with the alliteration, dude? Just makes things harder to say. Couldn't you just call it an orphanage? Everyone knows what an orphanage is. Even though I think maybe it's not an orphanage. Maybe it's like a, you know, special health orphanage. Especially with the children seeming like they're sick. You know, whatever. If you are ill, you must fill out a form over there. Master Damie, please let me explain. The game should have updated. Freaking, Twitch has been weird when it's come to updating games. Like, because I typed the name in, but for some reason, it doesn't actually let me select the game, which is kind of annoying. So, like, there, I selected the game, so hopefully it should work now. Okay, there we go. God. Alright, it should be updated now. Yeah, for some reason I type in the name and, it, you know, it has the drop-down thing where it's like, select what game you're playing, and then I select it, and then for some reason it just doesn't sometimes. I might have to refresh the page, but that time I didn't, so who even knows. I see. You mean to host a little ladies' day of sorts. I must say, it sounds like it would bring some sorely needed colour to these otherwise drab halls. Very well. You have my full support. It would be remiss of me to deny those under my care the most effective medicine of all. Joy! If I may, let's keep this a secret from the others for now, shall we? Children do love surprises. Indeed. To that end, I suggest we decorate while the others are absent. There is just one obstacle, however. The sick are not known for their habit of coming and going. But Master Damie, have you forgotten? The children are soon to undergo their regular examinations and will be away for the better part of the day. Would that not be the ideal time to decorate? God damn it, I did chimney sweeper voice last time. I don't know why, it's so easy to do in this setting for some reason. Yes, you are quite right. Excellent thinking. And no one would bat an eye if I were to conduct the examinations slightly earlier than scheduled. You say, could you summon the children to the examination room in my stead? Well, it seems we have the solution to our most pressing concern. I'll begin procuring the necessary trimmings. I also think it would be prudent to provide gifts for the children. No extravagance must be spared on this special occasion. My dear Seneschal, shall I depend on you to take care of this task? I know what I can do. Laurie's always talking about Redolent Rose of the Weavers Guild. I think if we both give him our most winning smiles, he might be convinced to come for a visit. I say we because Mr. Yusei is coming too, right? Sure, whatever you say. Now that we have all of our duties, let us attend to them. Time is of the essence. No, no human trafficking. No, none of that. Oh, hello there, someone's there. You asked me that already. Examinations already? Nearly forgot, thanks for reminding me. No problem, small Makote girl. Soon you'll find out what we have in store for you. Anyway, yes, go. Take your examinations, boy. Yes, okay, look, I know you're crying, I know you're super upset, but go take your examinations. Alright, that's all the children. That's all the children. Good. Alright, let's go. Did you speak with everyone? Laurie didn't look too sad, did she? You know, well... She was sobbing, crying. But just think about all the good we will do in her in the end. She just adores weaving, and she had plenty of time in the frontistery to practice. She's even made a lace scarf. And says that when she grows up, she'll join the guild. A personal visit from Redolent Rose himself would set her on a right as any medicine could. Let us be off. Hey, you know what? I'm in pretty good with the Weavers Guild. I mean, I am also in good with the Thieves Guild too, but, you know, that's not necessarily relevant right now. I'm sure we can get something going. Hearing Mr. Yusei sounds weird. I might reinstall FF15 and play through that, but it's like 120 gigabytes on PC. Yep, that's Luminous Engine for you. Very, very unoptimized Luminous Engine. Man, it's a good game, though. Oh, what do we have here? A little bird has flown into my guild, but is too shy to sing. What, pray tell, could inspire her to grace us with her voice? Well, you see, I... Come on, Mamoru, do it for Laurie. And if he says no, then don't worry, I got some dirt on him. Yes, of course, thank you. Master Rose, I have something to ask you. You see, my dear friend Laurie is very sick, and she has always had a passion for weaving. If you could visit her at Frondale's frontistery. Say no more. A fledgling weaver is in need, and I shall gladly fly to her assistance. The tapestry of this guild's history ever requires new hands to sew it after all. Forgive me, but I have some matters I must attend to first before I leave. Rest assured, however, that I will make haste to the children's ward the very moment I am done. Thank you, thank you! Damn it, I wanted to use my dirt. We did it! Truth be told, in all the stories Laurie told me of Master Rose, I imagined him to be a little... littler. Laurie never told me how kind he was, though. Oh, I don't know if I'll be able to resist telling Laurie the Redolent Rose is visiting the frontistery. Promise to stop me if I begin to blurt it out. I hope everyone else is coming along as well as we are. Yeah, I hope so too. That's one thing I appreciate about this game, especially when it comes to doing quests like this. The other characters are actually doing stuff to help out with the quest. You usually only end up with one task, which I appreciate, so it's not like you have to do the entire thing. Okay, Alchemist Guild, that's the closest. Because you know in any other game, and don't get me wrong, it sometimes does it in this game too, but it's always like you have to do everything, and it never implies that other characters are helping out too. Sometimes they do. Oh, look at that. I see he chose the wrong person to be Valentone. Isn't that right, Noslor? Huh? 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 Okay, I better not get in his face. Let's do this thing. Wow, look at this! Would have been better if I could bring my Sakura tree. Wait, you got a Sakura tree without me? But guys, my battle axe. I wanted to use it though. Oh wow, actually, she started tearing up a little bit. Oh, I must be a better actor than I thought. So many flowers. It's so pretty. I wanted to bring the Sakura tree. How dare they? This is betrayal. Oh, did I see the Final Fantasy poll? Yes, I did. Also, hello. Huh? You're Redolent Rose, sir. Indeed I am, and you must be the lorry whom I've heard so much about. You know my name? Why, of course I do. I must say I envy you to have such a devoted friend like little Mamoru here. What did I think of the results of the poll? First of all, I have to mention, I am so sorry for Barrett. Second last. He's below Fat Chocobo as a favorite Final Fantasy character. Japan really doesn't like Barrett. It's almost just funny. Now then, if all the little ladies would gather round, I have presents for all of you. Place these peach blossoms in your hair and become as princesses. I found it really interesting that Final Fantasy X was the top game in Japan. Final Fantasy XIV was quite high. Final Fantasy XIV was like 4th or 5th? It was pretty up there. Hang on, I can actually check right now. Final Fantasy 14 was 5th. Yeah, it was 5th. Top 5 games for Japan were Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy VII, Final Fantasy VI, Final Fantasy IX, and Final Fantasy XIV in that order. So yeah, it's quite high up there. Especially considering, you know, the colossal failure that was Final Fantasy XIV base game. So yeah, for people who don't know what I'm talking about, Japan recently had a Final Fantasy poll on... What's the website called? NHK? Which, got a lot of votes. It had over 468,000 votes, in Japan. And basically, they asked people what their favorite Final Fantasy game was. Not just from the main series, but from, like, most of them. From a lot of them. Including spin-offs. Their favorite characters, their favorite music, and their favorite bosses and summons. There's some really interesting stuff. Final Fantasy X was first, which I really wasn't expecting. I knew it was popular in Japan. I didn't think it would be first. I was expecting Final Fantasy VII to be first, and it's second. Anyway, these sacraments have roots in this tradition. Once Little Lady's Day long ago, a young girl beset by illness was chosen as Baldric's princess. Upon learning of her condition, he presented her with a wreath of peach blossoms to wear upon her head, much like the ones you now hold in your hands. Peach blossoms have long been said to ward off ailments of all manner, and some even believe they hold the key to eternal youth. It is with this in mind that the Sultan gave his gift. Soon after that, the young woman made a complete recovery, and went on to live a long and fruitful life. Perhaps the legends of Blossom's properties were true after all. Little ladies, little princesses, Please keep these always close, and if your sickness should ever come too much to bear, remember the princess who came before you as she did, and you too shall regain your strength. Yeah, Yuna got second. I mean, that doesn't surprise me at all. Yuna is a shrine princess, like, so, you know, traditional Japanese shrine princess, a priestess, sorry, not princess. So, she was going to be really high on the Japan poll. May you post in the stream? Yeah, go for it. If people are interested in looking at the Final Fantasy poll for popularity in Japan. Yep, dude, that suits you. It actually kind of does. Better than I dared imagine. I suppose I should be grateful for that. However, I must admit, I failed to see how this trinket will help. Ah, but I haven't finished the story. The tale doesn't end with peach blossoms. Oh no, the Sultan also sent a hand-picked physician, his very best, to care for after his princess. The physician wore a monocle much like this one. I had a feeling that besides lending an air of authenticity to the day, a monocle would become you, and so with the help of the seneschal, I endeavoured to procure one. Your efforts are much appreciated, my lady. I shall do my utmost to honour the example set by this physician, and will not rest until every one of my princesses returns to prime health. Yeah, fuck that one here boy. He doesn't get to return to health, only the princesses. I trust you will only impress Master Damie. Will you look after them? These smiles embody everything beautiful about this day. Wait, Moogle is 165. Yeah, there's only one character below Barrett, and it's 7 from Final Fantasy Type 0. Which sucks, because I think she's one of the best girls in that game. Fat Chocobo is above Barrett. Also, yes, I am amazing. I do help out. Indeed, it will be hard-pressed to find a more gentlemanly companion than the one gathered here to another successful little ladies' day. Hey, you know what? I tried my best. Oh, Barrett 7 and Chocobo were all tied last. Tifa was quite high. She wasn't... Was she top 5? She's top 10. She's placed at 9. Oof. Lightning is above Tifa. Oof. Ooh, I know some people that are not gonna like that. Man, Lightning is popular in Japan, though. I don't think Lightning's as bad as some people mentioned, but I'm not gonna say she's the best either. Thanks, Audi. Also, fellowship notification. Huh. Oh yeah, this is the, I forgot about fellowships. I completely forgot about them. I was like, what the fuck? Did someone invite me to something that's like, oh no, this is the fellowships that they can send notices, and I entered the ones for redoing old content without just blasting through them. Yeah, I need to do that at some point. Laurie and the others will be talking about this for moons to come. We'll keep these in our hair until every one of us is better. We'll never forget what you did for us today, I'm sure of it, from the bottom of my heart. Master Damie said that you're welcome at the Children's Ward anytime during Little's Ladies' Day, so do come to visit. No problem. I do not believe I've had the opportunity to thank you personally. Your efforts serve not only to lift the children's spirits, but the staff's as well. Had Lady Aldifa had not have already arranged a reward of your cooperation, I certainly would have. That being said, these are yours. Nice. I'm guessing anyone can wear these. It looks like it. And now it looks like, yeah, I can... Looks like I can now do, the events to basically... I think it's the ones to, like, see characters that you've helped in the past. I'm gonna have to give that a go, but, hang on, one sec. Oh, I think it actually kind of suits me well, the peach blossoms. It kind of fits with the, attire. And what does the monocle look like? This is not the right, outfit to wear the monocle with, but, it's actually not too bad either. You know, it kind of works. I have to change my hairstyle, though. That is not what my hair looks like at the moment. I have to go to, the room and see if I can change it. Fuck it, I'm putting a peach corset in my hair. You can't stop me. Seriously, Final Fantasy Prelude was number 9 in music, the main theme. Well, you have to remember there's, like, different... You have to remember it's, like, people's favorites. Like, absolute favorite music. It's definitely recognizable, but would you say it's someone's, like, favorite? I don't know. Your characters look like cynical men. As you know, our dear Laurie was overjoyed to receive a personal visit from Redolent Rose, whom she had so admires dearly. So very few are given such an opportunity. I shall be forever grateful for your part in arranging it. However, Laurie is not the only one under our care. When the other children heard her story, they came asking me to invite all manner of illustrious figures to the ward. Of course, I would gladly grant their wishes, if I could. However, I am but a lowly physician and hold little sway outside the Pronstitary. I do not sup with the Sultana or go for leisurely flights on the backs of dragons. What are you trying to say, man? Look, okay, look. Look. I only rode on the back of the dragon now one time. And all the time I mount it as my mount. I want more conversation with Midgar Zoma. Midgar Zoma's a bro. He just sort of hangs out now. And just sort of like, yeah, I'll just watch. I'll just be in the background watching, I guess. He doesn't really say anything much anymore. My story's done. I don't have to say shit. But yes, I will help get people for the place. Don't you worry. Ask them write letters to the people they wanted to meet. Although it does not seem everyone had a specific person in mind, you can find them on the desk over there. Read through them, and if there are any among your allies and comrades in arms who are fit to call, don't hesitate. Okay, got it. So I just have to read children's letters and then pull some strings. Alright. Wait, okay, oh wait, hang on. Okay, let me reconsider. Where are the letters? I should probably actually read these. Aha, here we go. Okay, Your Grace, to this day I remember when my father took me to see you. The woman speak, your words moved me, and ever since I lived by them, I've always been so grateful. Okay, so I can actually just choose. To a dragon gay. I feel like that's a typo. To a dragon gay. I don't know, maybe the child just wants to meet a gay dragon. Ever since Master Damie told me of the story of the boy and the dragon gay, I've dreamt of sprouting wings and flying off into the sky, free from the place and sickness. I know that can never happen, but I still like to meet a dragon. The smaller the better, since the big ones look so scary. Unfortunately, try as I might, my sickness keeps me from traveling far, but dragons can soar through the sky. If one were to visit me here, I'd be over the moon. I already know we'd make the best of friends. Well, am I happy to... Hang on, hang on, wait a minute. Give me a sec, give me 1 sec. Just, hang on, just... Wait a minute. He's around here somewhere. Give me a sec. Oh, fuck, I got so many menus. He's around here somewhere. God damn it, where are you? There is a child that needs you right now. Where are you hiding? There you are. What? What do you mean I can't summon my minion here? It's so perfect. Come on. God damn it, Midgard-Zoma. I was literally talking about how I wanted you to be more involved, and it's like, hey, look, you can make a child so happy right now. He's like, I don't feel like it. It's like, oh, come on. Fine. I'll do it the traditional way. A dragon is gay. Unless I have to do it this way. Here we go. Let's see this. Oh, I'm gonna do all of these. Oh, it's this one. Damn it. He chose the... Damn it, I chose the cute one. I wanted the Midgard-Zoma one so bad. So, that, like, when he appears, they'll be like, oh, it's a dragon. He's so cute. What's your name? He's like, I am Midgard-Zoma, the father of all dragons. They were all birthed from my seed. I laid waste to the human world aeons ago. My daughter remains chained up in an ancient city in the sky. And it's like, oh. But you're so cute, though. So many children. Is this what you'd call a litter? Is that a dragon? Can't believe it. It sure is small. It's not a puppet, is it? Can a puppet speak, child of man? I am indeed a dragon, and you may call me Kalmik. Wow, it talks. Why are you so small? Are you a child like us? If it pleases you to think me as a child, then you may do so. What is it you children of men do for leisure again? If I recall correctly, scampering about aimlessly outside the pastime of yours, I suppose I could deign to scamper. What say you? But the physician said we can't go outside. Nonsense! Every child must bask in the sunlight from time to time. How else would they grow big and strong like my friend you say here? We'd like nothing more to play, but we're sick. We might not look it now, but our condition can change in a moment's turn. We have to stay inside, or else we might get worse. I see. How unfortunate. I was looking forward to making new friends and catching up with old ones. Still, that doesn't mean I can't return when you're all well. A day which will come soon, I'm sure. And when it does, we'll scamper through enough to make up for today's thrice-over. Don't worry, Yusei. I'll be coming along too. I'll see you to it personally. It's a promise then, and dragons never break a promise. Even should 1,000 winters pass, I hope to see you all before then. However else, I may no longer fit inside this tiny structure. I'm gonna blow these children's minds. Oh my god, I just realized I have, like, no space in my inventory. Oh god. Oh, why did I get these? So progressive. Okay, what is this quest line? Hey, you know, this is just for fun. I'm gonna be doing all of these, don't you worry, like I said. Alright. So, we got the Sultana herself, the first sword of Gladiators Guild, a culinary magician, Oldar's top songstress, a legendary ace physician, my little dragon friend, which we've already done, and someone with deep pockets. Well, we might as well start from the top now. Now that we've done a dragon gay. I guess that wasn't a typo. I guess that's what the story is called. Fair enough. Yo, I just brought the Sultana, what of it? Greetings, children. Is everyone having a splendid little ladies' day? It's the Sultana, why are you here? Oh, now, there's no need for such stiff formalities. Pray, call me Nanamo, and it is I who should be so honored to receive your invitation. For our children are the most precious gemstones in all of Oldar. I am sure there is much and more I can learn from your stories, and full eager I am to hear them. Your Grace, each moment we remain here, urgent matters are mounting and left unresolved. We would do best not to tarry over long. Papashan, do you forget the meaning of this day? For generations, the sultans of Odar have put themselves on the complete disposal of their chosen princesses. Am I not beholden to the same tradition, or do you mean to imply that a sultana cannot be a seneschal? No, your grace, of course not. I'm glad we could have reached an understanding. Now, which of you addressed the letter to me? Come forward and I shall serve you as best as I can. You love my character outfit? I mean, it kind of works. You know, I think maybe the sword's a little bit much, but hey, it gets the point across. What? Wow, you say you're really good at just sort of, you know, pulling strings in order to get these people here. Man, I should have saved the dragon for last. That would have been like the cherry on, like, top of the ice cream. Just like bringing the Sultana, like the first gladiator, and then suddenly just a dragon. Alright, we've done Sultana, first sword of Gladiators Guild. Man, we met a dragon and a Sultana today? Like, it can't get crazier than this. Yo, kids, check this shit out. My friend here tells me that one among you has it in their head to become a gladiator. Raise your hands so I can judge if it's fit to raise a sword. Me? Aye, that's an arm I'd fear swinging at me, even on my best day. You have promise, but many a talented gladiator has seen their bright future smothered by the sands of the Colosseum. Would you like to know what separates the wheat from the chaff? Much akin to how a sword must be sharpened daily, one skill with it must be practiced often and with diligence. The very best of us do this and more. They train always with purpose. They've an image in their head of the gladiator they'll become on the morrow and next moon and the next summer. Take this advice to heart, for it has guided me to where I am now, and I suspect will guide me further still. Now imagine yourself with sword and shield in hand, ready to emerge victorious from your first tourney. A tourney? You mean at the Colosseum? I wanted to go to one, but my ma says it's too crowded. That'll make my condition even worse, so I've never been. I see. Imagine yourself facing down a different foe then. The condition of yours. Imagine that you trounced it so thoroughly that it would never dare to plague you again. Triumph over this enemy and take back your health. Slay it, gut it, desecrate it, and I'll personally see to you that if you're invited to a tourney showcasing the fiercest fighters in our guild. Oh, really? My word is as good as my sword. All I ask is that you put my advice into practice daily. Your first victory is yours for the taking. Of course, I promise. What she didn't tell the child that day was that the sword was needed extreme care, so it was actually extremely dull. And she never made good on her promise. Guys, I take it that this game is so good. I'm not used to seeing Oldar not full of people. Nah, those people will actually do it. I'll make sure of it. Alright, next we got a culinary magician. I don't know who this could be. Oh, it's literally the head of the culinary guild. Huh. Wow, you flew in from Limsa Lominsa. Huh. Oui, now that I see they call Odar a jewel, it has got the prettiest little lasses this side of Eosia. Now who here is the one who to taste cakes and cookies? Me, sir? Is it true you know how to cook? Ha 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 ha! Aye, you could say that. It's been known to whip up a dish or two when the fancy strikes me. Some even asked me to cook whole meals for them, if you can believe it, and then they asked for more. In fact, so many couldn't get their fill of my cooking that I stumbled into a position of guildmaster for the culinarians. Ever heard of Bismarck? I am something of a known quantity there, and we're always looking for talent. I understand you're a dab and in the kitchen yourself. I suppose. I like to make sweets, and one day I hope to open my own shop. That's a worthy road to walk down, if I do say so myself. You'll lose track of how many days you spent over an oven, however, but I suspect that won't deter you. I can't do French. I can't do a French accent. Now, that's the attitude I like to see. Now, lass, I came all this way on the promise of cake, one that put Bismarck to shame. Would you care to oblige me? Clearly he needs to just pull a Teddy. Wow! This tastes awful! Alright, we got a Culinarian, we got a Sultana, we got a Dragon. Well, I guess it's not people just limited to Oldar. Well, I guess I should have realized that, considering I got a dragon. But I don't know, he can fly, and he could just sort of go wherever he wants, so it didn't seem as much as a problem than, like, shipping in a Culinarian. Alright, let's do Oldar's top songstress, then. Or songstresses. I think these are the ones from last year. Yeah, it is them. Now, this is a crowd, you say. You didn't tell us there'd be so many of them. Greetings, everyone, and thank you for having us. Who wants an autograph? Oh, la la, show a little restraint, please. We're in the sick ward, not on the stage. And they're already at it. Let's keep this civil in front of the children, shall we? You say told us one of you little ladies wishes to be a songstress when she grows up. Which of you is it? Wow, look at her. She'd fit right in with the songbirds. Who's your favorite? It's okay. You can be honest. It's me, isn't it? I'm sure there are other things she'd like to talk about. Tell us, what made you want to follow in our footsteps? I saw you perform once in Oldar, and by the end of the first song I knew I wanted to be. Your voices, your dances, your costumes, everything was so enchanting. Really? Thank you for the kind words, truly. As a performer, there is no greater gift than the heartfelt appreciation of a fan. True, but being a songstress isn't no sunshine and lemon cakes, and to become one was even less sweet. There were many hardships to overcome to get to where we are now, and certainly more to still ahead. I had to kill one of our rivals. On the stage, we're perfect, but it takes effort off the stage to get there. Day after day, for bells on end, we practice. We have to be ready to endure that more. Ulala, she's but a child. But while Ulala's words may be blunt, there is wisdom in them. If we inspired this girl, don't we owe her honesty? Would that I was given the same gift when I was younger. Not that I would have chosen any other path than this. Quite the opposite, in fact. For every moment of suffering, there are countless more of fulfillment. Like this one, for example. Meeting our fans is always an occasion to hold dear. That's right. I wouldn't dissuade any from pursuing their dream of becoming a songstress. Stay determined and practice every day. Before long, I'm sure we'll see you on the stage with us. I will, thank you. Did you really have to tell her that you killed a person? It's part of the organization. But let me warn you, if you aim to be Eorzea's #1 songstress, you'll have to face some stiff competition. Like me, bitch. And I've been known to stab people. Just because I'm small doesn't mean I can't aim for the throat. Look, I may have made that a little bit darker than intended. Just a smidge. The Culinarian looked like Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln looked like an entirely different race, fantasy race to you? I mean, I guess he had the beard. Someone get the garlic to stop evil use. I'm not a vampire! I wish I was. Anyway. Now we got the legendary Aesthetician? Aesthetician? It's fuck. God, I'm sucking with big words today. Holy crap. Oh god, why did I get this guy? Actually, that being said, I still need a haircut, so, you know. Who is this? I see there are still drab corners of the world where the name of Jeandeline has yet to grace the people's tongues. Not to worry, my dear ladies, by now I am well accustomed to the feat of delivering the light of beauty to Eorzea's darkest recesses. This isn't a fetician. He's not like I imagined. Look carefully upon this visage, and then carefully inside yourself. Do so, and you shall come to see the truth. Not the truth of prosaic reality, no, the truth of the heart, the one truth that can stir your soul and transform it from the dull to dashing. Will you dare to accept it, or will you forever consign yourself to mediocrity? I don't think she understands what you're saying, dude. Oh god, I'm terrified. What did he? What the hell? Okay, sure. Anyway, back to John. Excellent, my lass, then take hold of your scissors, figuratively of course, and prepare to shear your ideal self free from the fabric of the common and shape it into something wondrous only as an physician can. Now I shall exorcise the demon of ugliness from atop your crown, and you shall return to us a beauty reborn! Bid farewell to the life you knew, and prepare to see the world from a vantage placed squarely above the clamoring masses. And then she died. I forgot about that face. Just, oh. Oh, that was from some Final Fantasy VII O face right there. It's also really awkward because I know a terrible person with that exact same haircut, and she was a really terrible person who tried to enslave her people and kill them all. Man, that's awkward. Breathtaking, more lovely than words can say. No, you must not speak. You must bask in the moment. Today you step foot upon a new path, a path that would lead you to a beauty so profound that you shall have no choice but to one day join me in my quest to banish all hints of the grotesque from this land. Oh, man. Yeah, someone clip it. Oh, jeez. Does anyone else kind of hate that hairdresser? You know what? He does a good job. He's a bit, you know, into his craft. But, you know, he does a good job. I can't knock it. Also, I kind of need him in a sec, because like I said, I need to update my hairstyle to reflect me properly now. Alright. And now, time to show someone with fat stacks of cash. I'm not gonna choose who I think I'm gonna choose, am I? Okay, I can safely say that was not who I was thinking. Well met, well met. You say told me to expect princesses, but I see now that the word hardly does this singular group of ladies justice. My gods, a Namaz! That's Namazu, young lady, and we do have names. Yes, yes, mine is Jorin, and the pleasure of making your acquaintance is entirely mine. Now, I've heard tell that there was a girl here with ambitions of slumbering upon piles of coins and awakening in the lap of luxury. Me, I want to be rich! Don't we all, kid? Don't we all? Yeah, it's a Namazu. You know, a Namazu. Why not Tom Nook for the money category? I mean, it's close enough. He has a bell. You know, that's the thing from Animal Crossing, right? It's close enough. Ah, I know that glint in your eyes, for I had the same one in mind when I was your age. And truth to be told, I still do! It's so rare to meet kindred spirits these days, ones that aren't trying to bankrupt me, but that is. The first step to making a Pons of gold is to know your purpose, for that will serve you, spur you forward, and then your fortunes are down and your coin purse is empty. Well, I heard my parents arguing how much it costs to keep me here. I felt so guilty. But I also realized how hard they were trying for me. That's when I decided to become rich so I could make their life easy. I want to get out of here and show them every corner of Eorzea. Ah, a more noble goal than most that go into the business of making money. That nobility will serve you to keep you survive through the lean times, and lean times there will be. Even I am yet count myself among the affluent and well-to-do, but an Namazu can dream, and dream I shall, yes, yes. That being said, if your aim is to fill your coffers, then there's no better place than Oldar. Fortunes are made and lost every bell in this city, and a savvy merchant can massage the odds so that she wins more than she loses. Since you already have a purpose to drive you, your next step is to find a market. That requires research, dozens and dozens of conversations to discern what will sell and what's better off left buried in the sand. And even when you're not researching, you must be thinking about your research. Begin your journey with your simple advice in mind, and soon riches shall flow to you. Should you succeed, which I'm sure you will, please visit me in Hingashi. I've no doubt 2 merchants of our aptitude can turn a mountain of coins into an ocean of them. God, that was a lot of text. A Namazu is a Namazu. You know, a Namazu. The big one, yes, yes. The eyes does look like a coin, a merchant indeed. Hey, you know, the game's pretty good at, not trying to say that it's bad to want money. Well, can safely say that we've completed Little Lady's Day. Ah, another event down, which means now it's time to get back on the old grinding train, which means I need to figure out what I am going to go. I should probably go to Warrior, right? I mean, I've already gone this far with it. I should probably get it to level 70. Not during this session, but I should probably get it to 70 so I can get all of my tanks up to at least level 70. Warrior's probably my least favorite tank to play as, in all honesty. But the good news is you can get into queues extremely quickly. Yes, we saw all of them. Because we already did the dragon one. And now I have a shit ton of peach and cherry confetti. Nice. Man, look at all these people. actually doing, you know, things with their upgraded characters. Someday I'll get there. Someday. It's kind of amazing that new people are still starting this game. Or starting new characters, at the very least. It's really obvious when you can tell someone's starting a new job / character. Like, it's really obvious. Like this guy right here. Clearly a newer paladin based on the gear he's wearing. That guy's currently going through the Shadowbringer story mode. I love when you just get to a certain point in the game. You can figure out, like, where people are based on, like, what gear they're wearing. Or at the very least, what they're trying to accomplish by what gear they're wearing. Sometimes, like, you know, because you can switch jobs whenever you want. Sometimes it's not easy to tell, because someone could just be leveling up a job. I need to get back to this game, but god, base subscription in my wallet. Yeah, like, it's the double-edged sword, right? Because this game, I think, uses subscriptions to its benefit. Like, a lot. I think this game being a subscription game is its benefit, because that means all of the stuff you get is free. Well, not free, but you get what I mean, right? It doesn't charge you for anything extra unless it's, like, retainers or stuff from the Moogle Mart. I have to go, may your days be inspirational to all the children do and whatnot. Yeah, see you later, Risk. Okay, let's pray to God that I remember how to play warrior. It's pretty simple from what I remember. It's basically the rampage gauge, which is the big thing that I'm gonna have to keep an eye on. Okay, I do have tank stats on, that's good. Well, almost died there, don't worry, but I was able to activate my please don't kill me button. Ooh, okay, that was a bit, okay, good to know. That could have ended very badly. But on the other hand, it's like $7.99 a sub for a month. Yeah. It's kind of one of those things where if you play regularly, it's amazing. Like, you know, if you play regularly and you can, you know, pay the subscription reliably, then it's absolutely worth it, in my opinion. But, yeah, you have to, 1, play reliably, and 2, make sure that you can actually pay the subscription. I'm on everything else that you probably, you know, want to pay for as well. I don't know, what would you prefer? Would you prefer one that, you know, you paid the game for, you know, you pay for the game and then it's, you know, subscription-based in order to make sure you get the content? Because, you know, that's what the subscription goes towards. The subscription goes towards the content that they, produce, like all of the, you know, free updates and, like, raids and whatnot. Or would you prefer it to be free to play, but then have a premium option for all of the stuff, you know? Okay, I should get that rage boost before to the next part. Okay. The problem with Final Fantasy XIV is that they should not make you buy the game, then have to pay the subscription on top of that. I'm lucky that you got it through Twitch Prime. Well, yes and no, but a lot of MMOs do it because of the running costs of an MMO. So it's one of those things where, yes, it's expensive, but at the same time, you get a lot for that money, and it makes sense. As that, you know, as sad as it is that it's more expensive because of it. Thankfully, the base game, like, you can now get the game and the, like, previous expansions before Shadowbringers, like, all at once for a pretty reasonable price. But the reason why they do it the way that they do is because of the fact that they update it so regularly with quote-unquote free content, depending on what your definition of free is. Yeah, exactly. They did that whole thing with Heaven's Ward, where they offered it for a limited time if you got the game. And the thing is, at your point, for people who don't know, from what they've mentioned, they're redoing the quest structure for A Realm Reborn. So it's actually probably better if you wait until that's done, and then that's out, so you can actually play through A Realm Reborn. Because A Realm Reborn is now the weakest part of this game. Like, when friends told me, look, because I was super enjoying A Realm Reborn, and then friends are like, look, it gets better, just wait till Heaven's Ward, and then you get to Heaven's Ward, and it's like, oh, A Realm Reborn's shit. And that's only because then you play Heaven's Ward, and then you go, oh, this is so much better. But they're redoing the quests and stuff for A Realm Reborn. I mean, the reason why A Realm Reborn is like the way it is because, well, one, it came after Final Fantasy XIV 1.0, which was an absolute disaster. So they had to remake the entire game again, which, you know, cost a fuck ton of money. So they had to, you know, kind of, not rush it, but like, you know, they had the budget accordingly, which made some things not as good quality as, like, later expansions, like equipment and how it looks. And stuff like that. Because some of it looks really jank. It's really obvious when you get to the expansion content, like, oh, okay, now we got proper equipment sets. Buying Shadowbringers gets you the rest of the expansions free? Really? I actually did not know that. Makes sense, though. As well make sure that cleave doesn't go to waste. Elder Scrolls Online is the one-time subscription, and you pay for an extra monthly subscription, which gives you all the DLCs while you have it. And it gives you currency to purchase the DLCs if you ever have ESO Plus. I honestly love that system for an MMO, surprisingly. Yeah, because, you know, MMOs tried to switch to the free-to-play model, and some of them do it well. I'm not a big MMO person, but I'm trying to figure one off the top of my head. Like, I think Black Desert Online's doing okay. Like, I'm pretty sure that's doing fine. And that's a free-to-play, but it's also a Korean MMO, so it's very grind-focused. Yeah, Star Wars The Old Republic is a good example. That game's still getting updated. I'm surprised about that. I'm legit surprised about that. Because it wasn't a failure, but it was, you know, I gave it a go. It just doesn't get a lot of radio space compared to other MMOs. To be honest, that's how FF14 does it now. Now you can play up to level 20 for free. Like, it's free to play, and it's like, alright, so you play up to level 20, and if you enjoy the game, then you have to get the subscription. Which, I think that's fair. You know, you play it, and it's level 20 is a good sizable chunk of the game. I think that's what the old that's what the old beta, I remember on PS3, that's what the beta let you go up to. It let you go up to level 20. I can't remember if it was limited for, jobs. If you, I think you were allowed to get every job up to level 20. Oh god, this boss. But yeah, once you got to level 20, you couldn't get any further because the main missions were level capped. Alright. Bell cleave up. Oh god, which one was it? Blue was stay away, red is group together. Okay, get away, get away. Okay, group together. Nope, nope, nope. Stay. Group together, group together, group together, group together. Here. No, we group together. Alright, now this is the one we gotta be wary of. Where is it? This one. Yeah, get rid of that thing. Okay, no, they are grouped together. They're gonna take a lot of damage. Yep. Okay, there we go. Okay, stay away. Yeah, I've done this boss enough times to know what the deal is. Get close! Stay close, stay close. I don't know why I'm acting like they can actually hear me. Alright. That's one of those bosses where it's like, even on when you're like way further and like you got really overpowered equipment for going through the dungeon, you can still fuck your shit up if you don't do the mechanics. Oh, trial is actually to level 35 on all jobs, not expansion locked? Really? Huh. They're practically begging you to play that game. Yeah, guys, if you get Final Fantasy XIV, I would totally play with you. I'm just saying. I want people. I want people on this game, damn it! It's so much fun. That's like actual end goal. If I could get a posse together on the Final Fantasy XIV, man, I would be so happy. I would be so happy. That's like actual end goal. Well, you thought Yakuza was the end goal? Nah, man. Final Fantasy XIV's true channel end goal. Right. Takes you down. Cool. Oh, shit. Get over here. Yeah, trying to sneak up behind me. Right, okay. Yeah, suck it, Twin Rover. I've been playing the game for 5 years, so I don't really know much about the trial. Yeah, that's fair. I've only gone back into this game last year. I need to actually play the game when I have the income. I personally played the trial like 2 years ago. Honestly, you know, like, me personally, I say it's absolutely worth it. I love this game so much. It's one of my favorite. Like, this is the only MMO I've ever become attached to. I've tried so many. Like, even with friends. I tried World of Warcraft, I tried Rift, I've tried Lord of the Rings Online, I've tried EverQuest, RuneScape. There's probably others. I haven't tried Elder Scrolls Online, in all honesty. I haven't tried that one, but I don't have any faith in Bethesda. I know it's not Bethesda that, developed that game, but, you know. They kind of killed any enjoyment I had of the Elder Scrolls world. Not that I would really... To be honest, I never was really enamored with the Elder Scrolls lore. I found it interesting, but I was never... I never, grasped onto it as much as some people have. I probably should bring you all the way over here. There we go. Yo, what's up, Ultron? Yeah, exactly. I would say wait until Realm Reborn has been restructured a little bit. I don't know how... I can't remember how big they said the restructure was going to be. I think it was pretty big, though. Like, they're not going to change, like, the story or anything, but, like, the way that some of the quests and, like, that jazz work was going to be restructured. Right. My attack damage up. Right. Just do myself a defense boost. Give the healer a little bit of an easier time. See if anyone actually bothers to use the limit break. Someone didn't notice that they had a comet, and there goes the ninja. Oh, you got the new Warriors Orochi game? I heard it was pretty, I heard that it's, pretty good, Warriors Orochi 4. So I might actually get the ultimate version one day. The plan is 5.3, which is 3 months away, give or take. Yeah, they usually do the big updates every 3 months. There's usually, like, 5 big updates. Like 5.1, 5.2, 5.3, 5.4, 5.5, and then usually then another expansion comes out every 2 years or so. Unless the plan has changed. I do not know if the plan has changed at all. Oh, I can't do Bardham's Medal again. We'll do a few more dungeon runs. And then we'll finish things off relatively soon. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna switch to Astrologian. And I'm gonna finish off that Astrologian quest I was doing. So I'll have to give a little bit of a primer on what's happening, because I've been doing this in my own time. But basically, I'm working with a geomancer to increase the spiritual barrier of Kugane, because geomancy and astrology in this world are very similar. So it's basically gone to the point where it's like, it seems like these things are very similar to each other. Perhaps we can use astrologians and geomancy magics together in order to strengthen the barrier. And then we strengthen the barrier, and now I can't remember what we're doing now. Something to do with working together and whatnot. There he is. Let's do it. Alright, have some good news and some bad news. Bad news is, a 37th reading of my great-grandfather's tomes failed to reveal anything about the bonds that previous 36 readings had not. The good news, if you could call it that, is that we did discover that Grandmaster Kazan conducted his training when he was a youth. How does this help us? Good question. I'm still not completely certain, but more that can be said last time where you hear, and an ounce of hope is better than none at all. So what do you say, friend? Are you up for a journey across the Ruby Sea? Oh, it's my favorite place. Yep, let's go. I've decided we shall begin our search in the Mai. For that reason? Well, is there no reason but to stop somewhere, huh? Let's do it. Man, they changed Astrologian recently, and it makes me sad, because it's one of those dumb things where it kind of actually makes things easier, and it makes sense, but at the same time, man, I like the effect, but basically I'll show you what I mean. I like Astrologian because I like the feeling of, like, setting things up, so this is actually one of my favorite healers to play because of it. It's probably my favorite healer to play, then White Mage, then Scholar. But, I like it because, you know, you get your cards. And then you put your cards on, like, your, allies as buffs. And then you can use, the ability, if I get my mouse, well, touchpad mouse, right here, which is, Lady of the Crowns. And it can be either Lady of the King or Lady of the Crowns. Lord of the Crowns. Based on what card you have in your deck on the side there. So what originally happened is you would get your cards, you would set it up, you would basically, the thing on the card holder at the top shows what sign each card is, and you want to get as many different signs as possible because you can do a big buff, and the more diverse card signs you have, the better the buff. So, for example, if I do this, see, now it's got a sun sign above it. Anyway, regardless, what you would do is you would set that up, then you would get the next card draw, and then you would use the Lady of the Crowns, or King of the Crowns, to, like, change the card to be ready for a big buff. But now I changed it. Now you just do that. And you just do the buff immediately now. Which makes sense, because it streamlines the progress. But it sucks, because there used to be this cool animation when you changed it to a Lady or Lord of the Crowns. And now it's gone. And I'm like, well, fuck, I like that animation. And now I don't get it anymore, because they changed it. It's the most petty, most nitpicky thing in the world. But... yeah. I miss it. I always, like, I'm always, like, one of those people where it's like, man, they made the thing more streamlined, so it's better. But it's like, no, but they got rid of a cool thing, though. They required some coaxing. Several were able to recall memories of Rob Sears, who resided in a nearby temple, a temple that was in use right up until the Dalian invasion and subsequent banning of religion. The building, called the Swallow's Compass, while since abandoned, still remains in good repair. But listen to this, the locals avoid it in fear of disturbing the spirits, which they believe to be geomancers communed. Do you know what this means? There could still be something left inside. Come! As long as I don't have to do a duty, because I'm searching for a duty right now. So say hello to my Final Fantasy 15 car. See you, Fluffy. Hopefully see you tomorrow for the start of No More Heroes. Actually, it looks like it might be a duty which I have to do, which actually, honestly, I would not be opposed to. Might be worth just finishing up Geomancer instead of just doing another dungeon run. Okay, no, it's not a duty. Just shove a car in your face. Swallow's Compass, built during the rule of the first Doman King. Now you took the liberty to explore the grounds before you arrived and discovered a door. Yes, that is indeed a door. I wrote a geometric field to protect it. Since the flow of powerful energies here, whatever lies behind this door, the geomancers wanted to keep it safe. In fact, there may even be traps, which is why only I should attempt the crossing of the threshold. I mean, who knows what terrible guardians have been summoned to protect the temple. A giant tree. Honestly, not that surprised. Alright, so Combust, and then Malefic Free, Malefic Free, Malefic Free. Oh wait, hang on, give myself a buff. There we go. Hey, buddy, you wanna help me out? I probably should have chosen the sect also. That's probably recommended. Just a smidge. So hey, is that it? Well, I guess we know about the terrible guardians who were summoned to protect the temple. You'll also be happy to hear I was able to temporarily nullify the barrier, granting us access into the chamber beyond. As there may be more traps, I ask that you wait out here to deal with them for me. Just kidding, I've already checked. There are no more traps. Probably. Spam, 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 literally that fight. I mean, when you're a healer, there's only so much you can do in terms of combat. Because your main job is to, you know, heal and buff. Fortune is with us, you say. The scrolls were intact, the barrier having protected them from both the elements of thieves. It took some searching, but I believe I was able to locate several that touch upon the lane geomantic bonds. At least, I think I was able to. The script on the scrolls is old and faded, not to mention written in a hand far beyond my comprehension. Luckily, Master Murakumo is almost as ancient as the tomes, and should have little difficulty prizing out their secrets. A decanter of 6 or hot sake, and he'll be warm to the task. Ha ha ha! I'll see you back at the Shiokaze hostelry, you say. I'll even save you a cup. I don't actually like alcohol. Okay. Back to Kugane. Nah, he lives a green DPS. I mean, there's nothing I love more than being a white mage and getting into a big group of enemies and then doing the buff that makes things cast faster and doing the buff that gives you way more MP and just spamming the holy hell out of holy. But I'm a good healer. I try not to let my people die. Keyword being try. So I guess they're upstairs. I still don't know what does spam do. Oh no, spam's not a move. Spam is in literally when you spam a move. Because I was using Malefic 3, which is my attack move for Astrologian over and over again. So I was spamming the move. Kyohuko, the Westerner has joined us. Might I suggest you do the same? Oh, my apologies, you see. You may want to sit down for this, or not. Doesn't matter. Nothing really matters, does it? Scrolls, they contain knowledge of the complete ritual. In fact, it was in the very first one. Ha! Just our luck, right? Wind, water, earth, creations of the bonds, calls for the energies of all three. For this much, even a first-year novice of geomancy could tell you. No. What gave us pause was the mention of a fourth energy, an energy to render the seal permanent. Kyokuho. Life! Can't you see, you say? They spilled living blood to complete the ritual. They damned a soul to an eternity without peace so that their magics could not fade. I now understand why Grandmaster Kazan left no notes on the rites. He did not wish the knowledge to fall into the wrong hands. And because he never performed the rites himself, the bonds anchoring the barrier around Kugane were never completed. And that is why they require constant attention. No blood was spilled to make them everlasting. My great-grandfather would not sacrifice even a single life to achieve its ends, and neither will I. That's enough, Kyokuho. There will be no time to think on this on the morrow. Return to Kogane Dori and see if you can find some solace in sleep. Well, I do know a place with sick children. At least one of them must be terminal. Okay, I'm kidding. Man, that was dark. Hey there, small child. Do you want to give your life for a place you don't know anything about? Hey, look, man. Don't worry about it. Look, the children plan is only plan, like, D. I'll even put it down to plan G. We have, like, maybe a few other plans before that. That's, like, last resort. The bonds were strengthened, but several nights passed. Already have they begun to loosen their fray. They were weak for over long, allowing Kinko to regain her strength, to mend her wounds, to feed her anger. And now there is naught we can do, but watch as she gathers her minions for a final assault on the land she once ruled. Kugane does not stand a chance. Now would be a good time for us to stumble across the hope Lady Leva's reading promised, and would be the end of this road to destruction. Sucks, man. Make it plan Z, then. Or, you know, at least S. You say, thank the stars for you finally here. It's almost 4 bells since Master Murakumo left on his daily inspection of the bonds. He most likely just stopped to warm his belly along the way, but I can't help wondering if there's something worse. Will you help me search for the old man? Well, got nothing else better to do. Honestly, at this point, I'm much more interested in doing this than doing a dungeon run. I want to see this to, I want to know what Astrologian gear I get, so I'm gonna do this to completion. Oh, well, this doesn't look pretty. Not S minus S, so last resort you go into the negative alphabet. That's not a thing. Oh, where could he be? You can't suppose he tried anything foolish, do you? With the bonds as weak as they are, any manner of disturbance could rouse the golden fox, and the master is no longer an age to defend himself. Defend himself against what? A maid who walked into the streets naked and unattended, carrying a gold-filled sack and not have so much as a finger laid upon her. Or are you spreading more lies about angry spirits to sow fear that you might offer your protection in exchange for a Bugyo's ransom? I've done no such thing. I've merely bid my fellow geomancers aid the city in its time of need. Not once have I asked for compensation for what I seek. If anything, it is you who seek to prey on the citizenry's ignorance. Ha! So says the talentless hack who waves his grandfather's and great-grandfather's name around like he does his member. Your lies are growing stale, Kyokuho, and continue spouting them, and not only do you sully our craft, but the varied legacy of Grandmaster Cousin. What would he say to this nonsense? Are you even listening to me? Why does no one listen to me? All I desire is to mend my great-grandfather's magics and save Kugane. I do not seek coin, I do not seek fame. Why is that so hard for you to grasp? Gah, we are wasting our time here. You say let's continue to the search for Master Murakumo at the Westerly Shrine. Anything else you want to say? Quite the performance. Perhaps the pretentious should trade in his geomancer's robes for a mama's paint. Asshole. Hey, don't worry, man. Just, you know, sticks and stones and all that. Oh, great, you got me out of context. Another one to add to the pile. I was starting to think that maybe you guys forgot about that and I'd be able to get away with some of them, which I have. You all need to be ready on that clip button for when it happens. And there you are. Master Murakumo, are you hurt? The bond was nearly undone. I tried to, but Kinko, she's here. She's already through. We need to perform the blood ritual. It is the only way. No, I already told you. My great-grandfather spurned the spilling of innocent blood to complete the seal, and so have I. Besides, even if we were to conduct the ritual, there's no one to sacrifice. Don't mention orphanage children. Don't mention orphanage children. Then I shall be the sacrifice, Kyokuho. For the many years since your grandfather's passed, my sole purpose has been to find a means to mend Cousin's barrier. It would be the greatest honor knowing that with my death, I might not only save the city, but be granted the opportunity to watch it for eternity. No, I can't let you die, Master! Should have really clipped the Killer is Dead stream. I think you could still clip it if you go back to the VOD and clip it that way. I think it's still possible. Listen to what you are saying, Kyokuho. You cannot let me die. I want you to do this. It is my decision to make and mine alone. Let not this selfishness in your heart distract you from what needs to be done. You're wrong, Master. There's always another way. There's always another way. There is always hope. Right, you say? Tell me, what do we do to save Kugane? We use astrology, of course. Stop focusing on the bonds and look to the fox. What do you mean, you say? What he means? I'll tell you exactly what he means. Also, what are you doing here? Lady Lavana, why did you... Lady Lavava? Your powers of observation never cease to amaze me, Kyokuho. Aye, it is me, in the flesh, fresh off a galley put into the port of this very morn. This symposium was a rousing success. The Vault quick to realize the benefits my school's wisdom could bring when applied to the rebuilding of Ishgard. It was even decided that several new courses in Sharlayan astrology were to be taught at the scholasticate starting next term. And so, with my father's dream fulfilled, I was finally free to pursue whatever I wished, and I wished to learn more of geomancy, so here I am. And not a moment too soon by the looks of it. In the few bells I spent exploring the city for leads on your whereabouts, I learned much and more about our pretender, and this end is nigh advocacy. So I began testing the bonds of this barrier myself. It did not take long to realize that it was Kyokuho who was speaking verily, and his detractors the true pretenders. So you'll help us mend the bonds? You always forgot she got a hair change? Yeah, I like it. But how? Yusei and I have already tried to use energies drawn from the heavens, and that only worked to delay the inevitable. The Guardian Spirit's strength has grown so great that only thing that might hold her now is a new barrier anchored with bonds of lifeblood, but this I cannot allow. As always, Kyokuho, your hasty charge into a difficult answer blinds you from the simple solution. For so long you have focused on mending your great-grandfather's bonds when you should have focused on Kinko herself. If her wrath can be quelled, then a barrier will no longer be needed. Really? Just a nod? Okay, I guess you understand. In the heavens, there exist two sects which influence the type of energy that dominates the plane, nocturnal and diurnal. The former draws energies from the moon with the power to repel and protect. My guess is that is what you and Yusei used to mend the bonds before. The second sect, however, the diurnal, draws energy from the sun, energy to calm and to heal. So you're saying if there was expected benefit under the diurnal set, it will soothe Kinko so that we may convince her to stay her attack? Giving you time to relay your great-grandfather's bloodless bonds, but it will only work if Kinko has first weakened herself. Right, weakened! Wait, weakened? But won't attacking Kinko and a minion simply anger the spirit even more? Before something can be healed, it must first be hurt. It is a sound plan, Kyokuho, and if it turns out you still require a sacrifice, there will be no sacrificing tonight, tomorrow, or ever. You win this time, orphanage children. The stars have foretold a victory and will provide us the strength we need to see our enemy overcome. Damn right. That's what I like to hear. Follow me then to Kugane Castle. The spirits are certain to be drawn there. Let's do it then. I'm just gonna do that. I mean, might as well get ready. Also gotta make sure that I actually have space for all the crap. Okay, I do. Good. Well, I say all the crap. It's the next job set, so I want to take a look what it looks like. Astrologian sets are kind of a mixed bag. I like that they look mystical, but I like subdued mysticalness. Not, like, super, like, in-your-face mysticalness. I think I remember what the job set of, Stormblood's Astrologian looked like. I think it looked pretty cool, from what I remember. Very hells have opened. Who will save us? Do we have to save them? Like, do we have to save them? Oh, hey, would you look at that? We were super right. You should have listened to us. Who would have thought? Tenkonto, we just walked up all those steps for the final showdown at Kugane Castle, and now we have to walk all the way down to Right, mouth shut. Kinko will seek to draw our attention away from her by sowing chaos in the streets. Kyokuho, you focus your energies on the fox. You say we'll make swift work of her angry supplicants. I shall provide you both with support from the rear. Alright, got it. Meat shield. The level 80 set is nice. I think I remember what a level 80 set looks like. I want to actually take a look at it. The level 80 sets for Shadowbringers, most of them look really nice. Alright, card up. Wow, what a great job you're doing. Pretty lucky I'm deciding to save you guys. Alright, combust. And then, once again, do that, do that. Alright, got 2 of my symbols. Would you guys hold on a moment? I'm just going to adjust my HUD a little bit. Just move that over there. Alright. Cool. Alright, I'm ready now. Some more angry spirits. Oh, that is a very angry spirit. Hey, Kinko. Well, you're supposed to be a golden fox. Okay, come on. You up? I'll take that. Yeah, I knew you were going to bail. Alright, alright, alright. Our Lady of the Crown's ready. Got my buff ready. Alright, I'm ready to kick some fox ass. You are not a fox, you are... Actually, you're a recolor of a previous boss. I know exactly where you're from. That's actually kind of funny. Cool. You know what? Might as well use it here, right? Big buffs, big buffs. Alright, so I have to use expected benefit on this, right? So, yep, just give me a sec. Yeah, that's right. Calm down. Good, Fox. No, bad Fox. Bad Fox. Stop summoning evil spirits, Fox. Alright, that's taken down. Make sure you don't die. That would be great. Alright, it's doing well. This is doing pretty well. QO was taking a little bit of a beating, but other than that, this isn't too bad. Alright, let me just take care of these ads. Freaking spirit demons. Go back to hell and whence you came. Yeah, don't worry, I'm working on it. Just give me a second. I only have so much mana. Okay, let me get new mana up. There we go. Okay, cool. Just give me a second. I'm getting that. Yep, you're on rest. I'm working on it. Okay, there we go. Oh, nocturnal. Sorry. There we go. Now you feel better. The Astrologian level 80 set is basically what Oriange was in Shadowbringers is. Oh, that's a cool set, then. Kinko is calm. Now lay the bonds and complete your great-grandfather's ritual. May the rivers of heaven and earth, wind and water, flow together as one. May the currents cleanse this land of its impurities and see it ever guarded. May the wrath that once held rule be carried to the seas where it will be forgotten for eternity. It is done. Together we saved Kugane, and with it torn down the walls that separated our two schools. This will be a day long remembered, the day a new hope was born. You know, guys, I really should stop taking these job quests, because every time I do, there always seems to be a world-ending event, or a city-destroying event. There was that one time I stopped a meteor from crashing into the Earth. Oh yeah, you figured that would be like a main plot point, but no, it was only part of a job quest. To be fair, it required a lot of setup for the quick spell to actually be done. I don't know how to begin to thank you, both of you. Normally I would say that this uncharacteristic display of humility is once then enough of thanks, but I still require one thing in return for my assistance, a promise that this will not be the end. Of course it's not the end! This is just the beginning, a new beginning for both geomancy and astrology. There's so much to be done. First we'll need to write down all that happened today, and then I'll need to... So this is Kugane, eh? Not bad. Janet Kennard, what in the seventh heaven's name are you doing here? I explicitly stated in my letter that you were not to follow me. Lady Leviva, I am disappointed. You of all people would know, but had you wanted me to stay put, you would have rather demanded that I come. Yes, whatever was I thinking? Ahem. May I say, but I am honored to have before me the foremost authorities on astrology. Your display last night taught me that there is still much I must learn about my own school. Something I would not have been able to do had I, allowed myself to be sacrificed. Then there's these assholes. Kyokuho, I wanted to apologize. There, I said it. I still despise you and that smirk of yours, but I can see that I was mistaken about you being a pretender. You have talent almost as much as I. That will make a worthy rival. Ha! Coming from you, Doku, I take that as a compliment. Lady Laviva, under any other circumstances, I would be on a barquet headed back to Eorzea and very evening to complete my training as an astrologian, but there is something I need to do first. Just as you fought to educate Ishgard of your school, I must do the same here in Kogane with mine. A geomancy unfaithful to the teachings of the masters has poisoned this city for too long. A wise decision, one that was surely not easy for you to make. Take as much time as you need, Kyokuho. See the ship start righted, see truth prevail, the stars will guide you back to us when the hour is right. Don't you worry, Lady Laviva. Give me a few summers and I'll have an entire army of geomancers trained by yours truly lining up at your desk. An entire army of Kyokuhos? What? Is that a problem? Now all's well that ends well, am I right? Further study of geomancy's secrets provides insight into your astrologian powers. Now I can sleeve draw! The ultimate astrologian technique. I don't even remember what it lets me do. Hang on. Draws a card from your divining deck and grants 2 stacks of sleeve draw. Using your draw Arcanum or executing undraw consumes a stack of sleeve draw and redraws another card. Now I can cheat. I just end up putting a whole deck of cards up my sleeves. I just cheat fate. That's the ultimate technique. Okay, right. But the important thing is how do I look? Not too shabby. Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about. It's mystical, but it's not overly mystical. I think if I put the headdress on, it's a bit too much. Oh, wait, whoops, that's visor. Hang on, 1 sec. Yeah, I don't like the headdress that much, but I'm not much one for hats anyway. I think, honestly, with just that, that's a pretty, you know... It's not subdued, but it's not in your face. Yeah, I like it a lot. And of course you have to do it with the specific emotes. Yeah, welcome back, Ultron. I just finished Astrologian job quest, so now I look super mysterious, even though that's actually not the best gear I got for Astrologian. It's this one. But, yeah, I will put that in my armoire, because I actually like the look of that set a lot. What I'll probably end up doing is, once I log off, well, one, I'll go to sleep. Because it is now 1:30 in the morning for me currently. And then after that, I'll probably end up trying to get everything to level 70 before I stream this game again, just because I want to offer visual variety more than anything. But I'm not that far away. Warrior, Monk, Ninja, and then all of the physical range DPS, so it's not too far away. Oh, okay. See you later, Ultron. Thanks for stopping by, as always. Should be level 80 by then. Yeah, you're ahead of me. I'd rather won my main job at level 80, the one I went through Shadowbringers, but I'll get there. I'll get there, slowly but surely. Which one of you... There you are. I need to repair my crap. And there we go. Hopefully then I'll also sort out my inventory. My inventory is filled with, like... other crap, which is, like, basically just a lot of equipment that I've been hoarding for when I eventually go through everything. And then I can just... what's the word? Desynthesize, that's the word. It's for crafting later. I've just been hoarding all of this crap for the longest time. So... I'll definitely be happy about that. And hey, now you can see my really not leveled up relic weapons from A Realm Reborn. Once again, on the to-do list, eventually. Now, why didn't this game come out when it was my retirement? Then I would have all the time in the world for this crap. I'm working on Samurai and Monk at the moment at the same time, since they use the same gear. Yeah, if I was smart, I probably would have done it that way, but I went through Stormblood as Samurai, just because it was thematic. So, Samurai has been ahead for a while. And recently, Blue Mage got a level cap increase, so I need to do that. But that's not on the, like, super important end of, like, job leveling. I did pretty well with my Blue Mage spellbook, though. At least I did, until the new stuff came in. Yeah, I'm still missing some stuff, but I was able to fill it with a lot of the overworld stuff for the most part. Not touch Blue Mage and probably won't. That's fair. It's a very odd way that they chose to do the job. But I don't hate it. I thought it was fun, like, going through the story. Plus, I really like the way Blue Mage looks. Yeah, like, I really like this costume. Like, a lot. Yeah, it was that, and then... I love that dapper motherfucker. I love it so much. I actually like the hat and the mask on this. Can I get rid of the... Yeah, you can get rid of the mask. So you can take the mask off if you don't like the mask. I don't mind it with the mask on. It kind of works. Unless I discount Assassin's Creed outfit. Oof, I wouldn't go that far. I mean, not really. I mean, it's not a tie. And like a shirt underneath. It's supposed to be like a, performer's outfit. Like I said, discount, especially Assassin's Creed 3. I don't personally see it, but I'll take your word for it. Yeah, I'll get Warrior up. I could get Warrior to level 70 in a day easily. It won't even take that long because I already got it up to 65. I just want the motivation to play this game again like I used to, even though I'm supposed to get stuff done. We'll see. Like, I never really liked Monk that much. I don't mind Ninja. I just wanna... where is the closest training dummy? It's not the closest, but I know where one actually is. I'm just going to go Horizon quickly. I just wanna mess around a little bit with classes again. Just remind myself. Especially since Ninja recently had a small change. And I haven't tried Ninja since the small change, so I want to see if it feels any better. Okay, I guess I can't apply my glamour plates. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, I remember you mentioning you didn't like Monk that much. I'm wondering if there was something that changed with it specifically. Like, if there was a moment where you, like, leveled up to a specific point and you go on move and it's like, oh, I love this character, I love this character now. Or if there was just something that just sort of clicked. Here we go, striking dummy. I just want to try this. Now, the only thing is, how the fuck do I do my jutsus again? Yeah, Jin Chi Chen 10 or Chi Jin 10. Basically, 10 needs to be the last one, so go that way. So wait, what combos with that now? Damage over time. Oh, that's different. Okay, so you don't have to combo into that anymore. Okay, that's actually different than what I remember. Yeah, I haven't touched Ninja in a while, so and, like, the big thing was this. That was the execution of single ninjutsu without a... Yeah, this was all the stuff that I remember, except I can't remember how to fucking do it. Because it's something like, you do this, and then you do that, then that, and that. It was something like that. Unless it's changed now, which is entirely possible. Yeah, plus ninjas actually, you have to, yeah, you have to pay attention to where you're, standing also. That's the one that, Okay, that's the one that I have to do it with. Yes, so you do that, then that, and then you do that from the rear and it does more damage. That's right. You fixed your hotbars and looked up basic rotation guide. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, then I got Death Blossom. But that's my AoE and stuff. Yeah, I don't have the other... The Ninki gauge, that's right. I don't have that yet, because I get that during the level 60 to 70 part. Right, so... Can only be executed when assassinate ready. Dream within a dream. Delivers a free-fall attack, each with a potency of, and that gives me assassinate ready. Okay, so... What was right on? It was Tenchin. It was Tenchi. It's the move That's the move I was thinking of. It's the one you get at level 70. Okay, so I was, Right, okay, I understand now. I was, completely getting moves mixed up, that's why. Sure, but Ninja does look really cool with, like, the choreography of, like, all the moves and, like, the movement of the body and stuff. They do look very graceful, so I do actually like that. That's right, you use Armor Crush in order to extend Houghton. So you don't have to keep on doing it. Okay. Okay, I'm remembering some stuff. Obviously, everything that I remember is going to completely go to whack once I actually have to... add some more stuff to it. Because what does Ninja get? Ninja gets... Yeah, Ninja then gets the Ninki gauge, which is the big new thing that it gets from Stormblood. Deals fire damage with potency of 200 damage to all things near it as well. And then same for that. Actually... Oh wow, they only really get 3 things? Stuff must get added to traits, right? Yeah. Resets the recast timer for Shukuchi upon executing Katon, Raiton, or Hyoton. Huh, really? Interesting. And then Mod actually becomes useful. Because now you actually use it to gain something, rather than just steal. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, alternate characters. When you talk about alts in a MMO, you're mainly talking about alternate characters. Now I need to remember how to do Paladin. Fun fact: this is the first class that I ever played as. Well, Gladiator technically, but like this is the first one that I mained. This is what I'd be around Reborn with, and I haven't really touched it in a long time. See, I even still have this from like previous patch. But, like, this is the actual updated one, so, you know. I'm not too far behind, don't worry. You do that, then you do that, then you do that. Paladin has a lot of damage over time stuff. The one thing I don't get is they changed certain things. So like this was way back when Shadowbringers came out, but they streamlined a lot of the weapon skills because you used to have a weapon skill which was for gaining aggro. But they got rid of that for all of the tanks, and they just made it so one move lets you gain aggro, which or in this case enmity, as it's called. Yeah, it was this. So I always forget which way around this goes. So Holy Spirit deals unexpected damage with potency of 150. Potency increases up to 550 as MP nears maximum. Increases attack magic and dealing magic proceed by 50% if... Okay, so yeah, you do this. And then you do Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit, Holy Spirit. It was something like that. You do... Like, that was the rotation. And then you... do this to get your MP back up so you can do the Holy Spirit all over again. Yeah, block all incoming attacks. And then intervention reduces party members damage taken by 10%. Yeah, that's right. The Paladin was cool because at level 70 you get this fucking move, which is one of the coolest looking, like, save my friends moves ever. Everyone gets behind that and everyone is protected. It's cool as shit. And it lasts forever until you move. Look how fucking cool this looks. Like, come on. Yeah, I remember trying to relearn Black Mage. It went okay. But man, Red Mage was the other hypest shit in the world. Red Mage also changed, and I haven't tried new Red Mage ever since I also got it up to level 70. Well, not new Red Mage, but like they changed a couple of the moves. Still a dual cast, okay. That's right, Burfire ready, then I do that. Switch to Bur Arrow. Gotta keep it even. Gotta make sure not one of them doesn't gain any over the other. And then after that, that's when you go in, and then you do the yeah, and then you do Flare or Holy, depending. That's right, I remember this stuff. I remember this stuff. It's basically the whole idea is you want to make sure you're not using Jolt as much as possible. So basically you have a whole bunch of moves that you have available. To make sure that you can switch between the two moves you actually want. Okay, so, right. Which one? It's the one I do the opposite, right? So, let me look at this, just because I want to remind myself. Where is it? So, chance for Verfire becomes it increases to 100% if white mana is higher than black mana at the time of execution. Okay, right, so yeah, I want to do Ver Holy in this case, so it's the opposite. If black mana is higher, then I do Ver Holy. If white mana is higher, then I do Ver Flare. Okay, so then after that, I do this. I do that, and then boop. And then you do the thing all over again. Although they changed it so you had these moves now, which you can swap between in order to get your mana up for when you got AoE. That honestly probably was a good call, because there was no way that you could get your black or white mana up in AoE beforehand. You just kind of had to do whatever move you had available. Like, what's the point of impact? Deals unexpected damage of 320 to all targets and enemies nearby it. Or is it... Or is it more optimal to... That's what you're supposed to do. Okay, right, got it. Okay, that's what it wants you to do. And then after that, you go in and then spin to win. I do not remember getting that many spins. That move looks cool. Which one? Which one looked cool? Because they all look cool. I guess I need to look up how to play Red Mage now. It looks different now. Yeah, they changed it. This was from Shadowbringers when they added a few new moves and changed some things. Like Scatter changes to Scatter Shot changes to Impact now. They used to be separate moves, but Scatter Shot used to be the AoE move that you used. But now it changes to Impact, which is the AoE. I loved when they changed Dark Knight. Dark Knight's change was so good. But no one got a bigger change than Machinist. Machinist got the change that it needed, because no one played Machinist. Would you like to play a class which is entirely RNG based on what your rotation is? Your Red Mage is level 80. Well, to be fair, my Red Mage is only at level 70. Like, what do you even get at level 80 for Red Mage? You get Reprise. What? I don't even know what Reprise does. Like, when you are supposed to use it. Because Reprise is a projectile move, if I remember correctly. So, I guess you use it to draw aggro. Or to, like, lure enemies. I'm trying to think when you would actually use it. And then Engagement. I don't know when you're supposed to use Engagement. I don't even have Engagement. Yeah, this is what my old layout looked like before it changed, and then this is the new layout. Yeah, you get Enchanted Reprise and then Scorch, which is the move you get after you do a Ver Holy and Ver Flare. You get an even bigger spell that you do. Like, because, I guess, fuck it, we need a bigger spell to end off on. Oh, you actually don't like New Machinist? Oh, I really like New Machinist. Yeah, that was the other one that you mentioned that you didn't like. I remember that now. It was Monk and Machinist you mentioned you don't like. Yeah, I disagree. I really like New Machinist. Oof. Need to get my, Finny up, though. Ah. Ah, look at the new Thaumaturge practicing. In order to get, Finnies down. See, I actually legit really like seeing this. I really like seeing, like, the new players, like, testing this stuff out. I'm not sure if it's a dick thing or not, but sometimes I'm like, hey, this is what you can be. Like, you know, I'm like, and then switch to the class that they're playing. It's like, yo, you become the sickest shit, man. Got all this shit that you need to do. It's awesome. Got to do Eye of the Dragon. Yeah, that's fine. Just forget the, you know, the main thing that you need to have. It's cool. Wait, was Fan and Claw... Which one was behind them? Which one was... Okay, let me change the HUD layout, because the Dragon Gauge needs to be over here a little bit more. Okay. I changed HUD sizes recently, so... Things are a little bit... Some things still need to be a little bit moved around. Oh, this is why I love this game so much. Moves just look so cool. Like, they just look dope. So I think I'm getting this backwards. I think this one is... Okay, no, that is the one for the target's rear. I was actually correct. Yeah, but hang on, we're not there yet. We're not there yet. Dragon Eye's pulsing. There we go. And then when you get to level 80, you get something else other than that. That used to be the big ender. Yo, what's up, Source is Awesome? You know, the thing is, I look at your name and I know it says Source Let Awesome, but I always auto-correct it to Is Awesome. I don't know if that's incorrect or not. I'm really sorry if it isn't. If it's not correct. But I always auto-correct it because of it. I ain't awesome. Oh, don't say that, dude. Currently, I am just playing with jobs that I haven't touched in a while. In Final Fantasy the 14th. Man, I need to get this thing up to level 80. One, so I can actually get cool-looking Dragoon gear on it, because fuck this armor. This armor looks terrible. I hate it. This armor is so not cool. You know what I need to do? This is how I need to end things off. I need to end things off by doing that thing that I said I was going to do, but never did, and that's actually change my hairstyle to be more like what I got right now. That's what I'm gonna do to finish things off. Hey, Adrian, you know what? You know what? Mine's only the level 50 gear too. I mean, yeah. I don't like the blue version as much, personally. No, you put that visor down. You never put that visor up. Never. But yeah, I also got the Holy Lance because I don't have the glamour for Gale Bolg yet. So, Holy Lance it is. Holy Lance is cool, though. I like my Holy Lance. Anyway, I should probably do this in my Dark Knight attire, because this is what my main class looks like, so I should probably see what the hairstyle looks like on the main class. Alright. Alright, let's get the Ace Fetition in. It was Crystal Bell, wasn't it? Yeah, here we go. Yes, you don't need to do your speech. I got this. What hairstyles have we got? Let's see, I need to remind myself. Honestly, Thancred's pretty close. But it's a little bit, it's a little bit bushier around the bangs than what I currently got. But Thancred's kind of like where it's currently going, kind of. Not super 100% accuracy. It's like that or this. This is what my old hairstyle was in Stormblood. Yeah, it's not quite that long. Oh my god. Yeah, clearly that's what my hairstyle is nowadays. Yeah, I had this hairstyle, and then I had this hairstyle. And then I switched to the Shadowbringers one, which was this one, which they added in. I could get my Noctis on, if I really wanted to. I'd like to change up my character's hair, but only specific ones have the black tipped ears. That's fair. I'm guessing you're a Makode, Ben? Yeah, I think I chose this one because of the modern aesthetics. Yeah, okay. Sounds about right. Yeah, I'd say this one's the most accurate. It's not 100% accurate because I don't have a, like, that, height, that, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, the actual, like, crown on my head is very far back. which I've always hated. I've never liked where the crown of my head is. It's like very far back, which made some hairstyles really hard to get. All of the ones I would like. So, yeah, fun times with that. So that's not technically accurate, because the crown on here is, like, nearer the front. Same with Fankrid's. That crown is right near the front. I don't think there's anyone here that had... I don't know. Is there any here that actually have the crown at the back of the head? Yeah, that one's on top of the head, but not the back. Same as that one. Yeah, that one's on top of the head also, but not the back. Man, there's actually none. This one's probably this is the one that I had for the longest. You know, this was the Shadowbringers one, which I really liked, and that it mimicked what I had at the time. Like, this is probably the furthest back that it goes. And even then, yeah, that's it's near enough what mine is, but anyway. So yeah, it's probably Fankrid's or this one. If I wanted to go for authenticity. Yeah, I don't really like this one though. It's kind of eh. This was the very first hairstyle that I went with when I first designed my character. Some people find it weird that I do characters like this, where it's like, why would you want it to look like yourself? And it's like, it's just the way it's just the way I've always played games. It's just like I've always designed them after myself. Plus, I usually take like way too long with them. You've been watching too many of the Suda playthroughs. It's infecting your language. If anything I say that's pretty common? I know, but especially with games like this, people usually like to make their OCs or like, you know, different characters, which is fair. You know, it's definitely one of those same things where I say, yeah, go for it. If it makes you happy. Oh man, I'm taking way too long to try and figure this stuff out. I take this stuff very seriously. Yeah, not that. I mean, the Fankrid, you know, I'm allowed to go a little bit, like, different. And plus, I like the... kind of like the bushier bangs. Like, I don't know, this one's really not doing it for me. This one's technically more accurate, but... yeah, I'll try the Fankrid hair for a little while. Why not? I think eyebrows are still fine. Yeah, well, that's fine. If nothing else, it's only 2,000 gil, so... If I don't like it, then I can just change it back. Yeah, it doesn't look too terrible. It's gonna be weird when I'm standing right next to Thancred, though. Like, he's just stood behind me and it's just like, hey. I'm like, yeah, hey. And he's just like, so... is there anything you want to say? And it's like, no. It's like, oh, okay. If you say so. Alas, I'm not a male cat boy in real life. Yeah, I think that's pretty okay. Anyway, we're going to end things off now because it is 2 a.m. Actually, it's 12 past 2. So, I am going to go to bed, but don't you worry, there will be more adventures and things tomorrow because we'll be starting our No More Heroes playthrough. Oh, we're coming to the end of Suda month, guys. We only got one more series left to do. I hope you look forward to it. And then after that, I'll be taking a little break. And then it'll be the calm before the storm for the next bunch of things. So yeah, look forward to it. Look forward to it. Are we going to raid someone? Yes, I am looking. Woolly's currently playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic too. I've been watching that playthrough, so you know what? That sounds good to me. Also, I'm just gonna... Yep, no, don't show the intro. That did get... Spoilers! Spoilers! Some people haven't seen it yet. Of, like, you know, all the stuff that happens. Morgana called. He said go to sleep. You say, I'm going to sleep. I'm doing it. But yeah, I got Discord and stuff and socials. Thank you, Yuna, as always. But anyway, I will see you guys next time. So, be sure to pop on by tomorrow for when it happens. See ya then.